Fourth Estate, thank you very much for coming at this short notice. I'm Jacob Mafume, the spokesperson of the Movement for Democratic Change. With me here, I've got Honorable Mpariwa, the Deputy Secretary General. I've got Honorable Chibaya, the Organizing Secretary. We are going to be holding regular updates of the Congress as we go forward. We've realized that there is a lot of national interest in the Congress, and to avoid misconceptions, to avoid misinformation, and to help the generality of the public understand the democratic processes, the internal democratic processes that the MDC is going through, we felt that it was important that we schedule regular updates. So they will increase in frequency as we go on to the dates of the Congress. But as of now, we have kick-started this Congress. As you know, the organizer plays a primary and chief role in the process of setting up the Congress. We are the biggest civilian party in Zimbabwe. We do our processes without the assistance of the military, security sector. We are purely a civilian party, and we need to show what internal democracy is to the country and what it will be as we take over the country in a short while from now. So for today, I'll ask our organizer to take us through just a brief rundown of where we are, what has been done, and what we are going to be doing in the next few weeks. And then we will then take questions on the various issues around the Congress. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Our spokesperson name is Mafume, Honorable Mpariwa, our Deputy. Thank you very much, members of the press. We are going to be updating you of our progress as time goes on, so that at least we move together, and also for you to understand where we are and where we are going. So I'm going to read my statement. The MDC is holding its 50th National Congress on the 24th to the 26th of May in terms of our constitution. The Congress will run under the theme defining a new course for Zimbabwe. The party is happy with the progress made so far. We have completed all the branches and wards. I'm sure you're aware that we have got 1,958 wards in the country. A majority of district congresses took place over the weekend, and we've covered almost 90%. We're just left with about 20 districts. Total number for our districts, 210. And the remaining will be completed on the 6th of April, which is this coming Saturday. We are happy with the internal democracy in the party in most of the areas as maturity has been displayed. We, however, recorded isolated cases of violence. The relevant organs of the party are getting to the bottom of these cases, and disciplinary measures will be taken in all offenses. We, however, want to make emphasis that violence is not part of our culture, and as a part, we are Democrats and we will weed out this culture, notwithstanding that there will be due process and the principles of natural justice will guide disciplinary process. The organizing committee, they set up teams which will convene district assemblies in the districts where there are disputes and petitions raised. On the 7th of April, provincial congresses will commence in Matabele South. We are glad to highlight that the provinces marked to kickstart provincial congresses did not record disputes. That is Matabele South, Mat North, and Bulawayo. Because we are going to start with Mat South, followed by Mat North, then followed by Bulawayo, then we come to Midlands province. Midlands now one province. We used to have two provinces, namely Midlands North and South, but they've since merged the two provinces. The party will release a full list of those nominated by districts to contest at provincial level. For those who want to contest at provincial level, the procedure is that they are nominated by district councils. So those who were nominated were going to release the list of those who will contest the Youth Assembly, Women Assembly, and also the main board. After the provincial congresses, the process of constitutional review as well as policy discussions under the thematic committees of Congress will start in the second week of April. Let me also give you our thematic committees. There are 5. We've got a committee on constitutional review, a committee, international relations committee, ideology and policy, strategies and tactics committee, leadership, culture and ethics, administration and finance committee, organizational transformation and reform. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, organizer, for that. We are happy with the progress. Are there any questions that people might want to ask in relation to the process? Yes.
Just to understand something, because the reports of violence, particularly from Chitungwiza and Kwazana, reports are alleging that they are displaying factionalism within your party. Some of them are alleged to be Douglas Ngonzora, who are reported to have become victims, to be at the receiving end of this violence, allegedly by Nelson Chamisa's fans. Would you like to just give us a clearance on this?
Any other question?
Okay, I understand Comrade Boga, you said that the committed all what congresses, but I understand in what two there's no congress which took place. And also my other question was what's your comment, what's your position?
Sorry, what the two Chitungwiza? Chitungwiza, what is
St. Mary's?
Was St. Mary's district?
Yeah, in what two? And also, what's your comment about the party losing in court park in the organizing the department?
Any other questions?
Just also follow up to the lawyer issue. Reports are also saying you lost that Ward 28 Katu Park because you fielded 2 candidates. Actually a demonstration again of factionalism, and that the other candidate was from Douglas Ngonzora and the other one from Nelson Chamisa. Would you like also to shed light on this one?
Thank you very much. I'll start on the question to do with the Chitungwiza violence. I'm sure you are referring to Zengeza East district. We have received the reports, yes, but we've got our internal processes, our security department. They are busy right now on the ground, carrying some investigations so that we get to the bottom of the matter. But I want to say it clearly that anyone who is going to be found, who is going to be caught, anyone who was involved in that violence, the party will not hesitate to deal with such person. We will definitely suspend those people, but they'll go through the disciplinary process like what they violated before. But we are not going to leave any stone unturned. Anyone who was involved in violence, or anyone who is going to be involved in violence, we are going to deal with such characters. And I've highlighted before that as a part, violence is not our culture. Violence is not part of our DNA, so we'll deal with those people. On the issue of Ward 2, my brother, that is in the Mary's district, from here I can take you to our department and I can show you that I can show you our structure for Ward 2 St. Mary's. It was done, and here is my director Farai. He is confirming with me that we did that particular ward. Regarding the issue of Cowden Park, Ward 28, yes, We fielded 2 candidates, and I'm sure you've seen even the statement from our president that we're going to deal with anyone who was actually supporting the candidate who was not from the party, who was not sponsored by the party.
We have looked at the issues of counterpart. Yes, after every election we do an evaluation of what has happened at a particular election. But what we want to underscore, yes, the issues of double candidature, which is an issue of the legacy, it is a legacy issue which we will deal with. And as you are aware, the organization is undergoing structural congress, structural renewal, personnel renewal. We are going through a review and audit of our performances for the past 5 years. We will deal with the issues of double candidature. We will deal with the issues of any other electoral issues that need to be reformed both internally and externally. But one issue we will hasten to point out that you will remember that just recently Bulawayo was under military lockdown. Our members were being hunted in their houses. Our activists were being held before the courts. That environment actually necessitated a postponement of the Chitugwiza by-elections. The environment and the context at which the elections were being held and the selections of the candidates for primary elections were being held was a difficult environment. It was difficult to come up with the candidates during the primary elections because the venue of our primary election was invaded by armed policemen and armed soldiers. And this was reported by yourself as the press. To then expect the environment to be one conducive to electoral practices is expecting one miracle too many. We have noted that. We have also noted the issues that need to be corrected from our side, and those will be corrected. The issue of double candidature will be the last time that it will happen. We have now realized that ZEC will not listen to our instructions to withdraw certain candidates, but it will listen to ZANU-PF instructions to withdraw another candidate. So we will evaluate the whole process, and this by-election, and there's a saying in English, one swallow does not a summer make. We do not want to overblow the impact. We control the city of Bulawayo, we control the metropolitan province of Bulawayo, and our control of that province is still intact. And we will continue to deliver the services to it. We have 32 local authorities under our control, and therefore we are sure that our mandate to the people of Bulawayo will be delivered as according to the smart policy we did in the thing. Then there are no factions in the party, in the MDC. Double candidates were there even before this council and even before this Congress. So you cannot reinterpret one similar event. The issue of double candidates is the issue of ambition of the people. It is an issue of indiscipline at certain levels. And we've identified the levels where that indiscipline is. We've identified the level where ambition runs wild. It is ambition that runs wild and sometimes runs ahead of the party. So we will deal with that. There is no factionalism. The party at the current moment is intact. It is being led by President Nelson Chamisa, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. He is superintended the whole processes as he is constitutionally obligated to do so, and we are doing so. So there is no evidence of faction in the issue of a double candidature elsewhere. And in any event, some of the few incidences where it has been recorded, remember, the organizing secretary has mentioned that we've done this in 210 districts. We have done it in 1,980 wards. That is in 1,958 wards. Now this is a festival of democracy. This is a festival of election. We have shown an example of a civilian party holding multiple congresses in the whole country at the same time, and they've been held in 2 weekends, and people have got 1 or 2 incidences to talk about. We commend our members for for the discipline that they've shown. We commend our members for the progress we have made thus far. And the road has been long. We are left with little to go, and we will urge our members to maintain the peace. We will urge our members to maintain the discipline they have shown, and we will deal with any irregularities, with any complaints within the confines of our constitutions as we should. We must emphasize that we are retooling the party. We understand why ZANU-PF is now scared. We understand why our opponents are now crying foul, because we are re-oiling the party. We are rejigging the party. Our organizer here is superintendent a process of rebirth, a process of renewal, and it is being done as excellently as it should be done by the party of excellence, and it is going on swimmingly well, and we are proud of our members, and we are proud of our progress, and we are going to finish it in the same spirit. Remember, this is a friendly match. It is competition among comrades. It is not competition among enemies. We are simply rearranging the chairs. We are not cutting the head, we are not cutting the arms, we are simply rearranging where somebody sits at a particular moment in time. It is not a life and death issue.
I just want us I want to take you back to the Country Park incident. Your Secretary General has come out on Twitter and social media, and this is what he wrote on his account. The responsibility for structures under the MDC Constitution lies with the National Organizing Secretary, not the Secretary General. The responsibility of making sure that elections are conducted in an orderly and constitutional manner rests with the chairperson. Now, are you not a team? Because this sounds like there's blame shifting. The blame has been put rightly on the door of the National Organizing Secretary and the chairperson of the party, Mrs. Kumar. Does this blame game that you're playing, and you're saying there are no factions? And just another question is for you to explain to us, when you say we are going to deal, who exactly are you going to be dealing with? Because this sounds like you're targeting a certain person. In fact, the Secretary General Douglas Monzo, who appears to be on the other side of the bridge.
Thank you very much, my brother. On that one, I think the SG was just clarifying the roles of the organizer, the roles of the chair. Not that he is on the other side. I don't believe so. We belong to the same party. We belong to the same family. What he was simply explaining is that the organizer is in charge of party structures, which is correct. The chair is there to make sure that all the processes of conducting elections, be it party elections or even choosing candidates, the chair is there to make sure that the process is done smoothly. So I don't agree that there is anything wrong with that statement.
But he was responding to a direct question that he had failed to ensure that MDC wins the Country Park because he had no control of the structures, and he did not take ownership. Actually gave that failure, because the question was Douglas Monzora's preferred candidate, Colleton Dove, got only 21 votes. Is the Secretary General is fully responsible for this loss?
No, well, I think like what the organizer has said, he's all clarifying, and there is nothing wrong with all clarifying, because that question was mischievous. It was placing the whole responsibility of elections in an organization in one office.
But he did sign the papers of one Colleton Dove before the primary elections.
Yeah, what happened?
Is that true?
Well, what happened in that process is that there are certain roles that one does. The role of signing, yes, he signs. The role of organizing is as he explained. The role of the chairperson is as he has explained. So there was nothing sinister in signing at that juncture. If there is anything sinister, then anyone who believes there was a misstep is free to bring that to the attention of their chairperson. But at this particular moment in time, we, as I have said, we have issued a statement responding to the Country Park issue, and we stand by that statement. And then secondly, we have a process of evaluating every participation that we do in every election, and that process will be undertaken. And in addition, what has happened and what is happening now is happening during the Congress period. The Congress period is a period of audit. The Congress period is a period of rebirth. It's a period of restructuring and retooling our structures. So you will find that the party is capable of dealing with that issue, as we have dealt with the many elections that we have conducted before. A by-election in Bulawayo will not derail the party. A by-election in Bulawayo will not remove our capacity to deal with electoral issues. This is our 5th Congress, and we are aware of what needs to be done. It will be done swiftly, it will be done quickly, and it will be done sharply. There is no...
Sorry, in addition to that, we are not even aware, my brother, that Paul Etulo was the SG's preferred candidate. We are not even aware of that.
That's not how the party operates.
Yes.
We as the party, we prefer every candidate we put forward. And when we have put a candidate forward, personal preferences do not come into it. Nothing turns on that. We are very clear as to how we need to proceed after every election. And at this juncture, we are hoping and to finish our Congress in the same spirit that we have started. We are now midway and we are about to finish it.
The second question, didn't answer the second question.
Which one was the second question?
When you say we are going to deal with the people who are involved, who are the people who are
in violence?
You spoke about those who were supporting the candidate in Bulawayo that was not from the party.
Okay, like that refers.
So how
if anyone, it's not a targeted question.
And the president, MDC President Chamisa said that there are some serious underhand hands that are in the party, and we are about to cut them off. Can you just please explain to me that statement?
Yeah, I think if you remember very well, when I responded about Zingeza East, I was very clear that we have got our security department who are going to carry out investigations. The same as Country Park 128. Our security department will also carry out investigations and find out who was supporting the wrong candidate. And then they'll give the report to my department. Then from there, we take action.
It's part of the evaluation process. As a party, there are procedures that we do. Any violation that happens on any matter will be dealt with according to the constitution and due processes.
And this cutting off, can you please explain that?
Yes, we are going, like I've explained, when an organization goes through a congress, it goes through a corrective measure. It corrects both its ways and it corrects its personality. And therefore it is not a statement that is targeted at anyone, but it is targeted at the processes that we need to do. So I think if there are any other issues around the Congress.
Thank you so much.
The last question.
Yeah. I just want to know whether or not results of this Congress will be credible, considering that we have had instances where there has been ballot stuffing. I have a picture of one Chidziva with not Vondo, but Chidziva.
There's another Chidziva.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, so I just wanted to know whether these results will be credible going into the May Congress.
Yeah, definitely the results will be credible. If there is anything, if there is any challenge, our template is very clear that if our members are not happy with the process at whatever level, be it at what level, district level, provincial level, they've got the right to appeal. And if they appeal, as the organizing department will look to the appeal, then if there's a need, if we find out that yes, there was some mistakes here and there, will definitely attend to all the problems. I can tell you that we've got Bikita South, Kadoma Central, Chipinge Central. We are going to do them again because we've discovered that there were some challenges. So that will make sure that everybody is happy.
That's why it is a process, not a one-day event. We are taking a process right up to the 24th of May. In all that process, there are gaps to allow for corrective mechanisms. So, we thank you.
Do you have a venue for the Congress?
Yeah, we have two venues. That is Gweru and Harare. Tomorrow we are having a standing committee meeting where we are going to finalize on the issue of the venue, and I'm sure that after the standing committee we are also going to be briefed.
We'll brief you of the venue and many other pertinent questions in relation to the party after the standing committee. Thank you.